Hey, home buyers or sellers, Kevin Williams, realtor in the Fedora, and I've got the top 5 myths that a lot of consumers have. And if you don't get these clear, it can cost you a lot of money and grief in your home search. I'm going to save the biggest one for last. So myth number 1 is that all real estate agents do is show homes. Well, that may be on TV, but not here in real life. We spend a lot of time. I'm researching for my buyers, helping them find the homes that meet them, often previewing homes to show them later in the day that works better on their schedule. I constantly am researching my own market, viewing homes that become available. I know all the builders in my area, so I can help with new construction. I know exactly which neighborhoods have the best price range and the best deals, so I can represent my clients. And then once we get a deal under contract, I do a lot to keep it under contract. It's not one and done. Often there's a need for amendments and changes and adjustments and schedules, and this is what we do. So we do a lot more than just show homes. Myth number 2, schools don't matter. If you don't have kids, schools don't matter. Well, that's ridiculous, right? Schools matter. Schools have a great impact, and the quality of schools have a great impact on the home resale prices. So even if it doesn't matter to you today, it'll matter to you when you go to sell your home. Many buyers, if they have school-age kids, looking for a home with better schools is often one of their top criteria. I serve the Woodlands, Texas, and I can tell you one of the top reasons we moved here when we did was the schools here are first rate, and many of the kids get to walk or bike on the trails to their elementary school or other school of choice. Friends, this was huge for me, so schools really do matter. Pay attention to the schools, pay attention to the school ratings, and if schools go south where you are, that can have a negative impact on your home value too. So schools really do matter, huh? So myth number 3 has to do with home inspections. The myth is that a home will pass or fail its home inspection. Well, it's really not quite that simple. It doesn't work that way. Home inspectors are licensed by the state, and they have a rigorous checklist and a process that they go through to assess the current situation and condition of the home and its major systems, the air conditioning, the plumbing, the electrical, the roof, you name it. And they will produce a very detailed report. It's up to the buyer to assess this and determine, can I handle that? Do I want to ask for adjustments? But it isn't a pass-fail. And so buyers get the report and we discuss it and go further. So it's not a pass-fail kind of situation. So the next myth is that home sellers would be better to conceal known defects that they have with their home. Friends, not only is this a myth and wrong, it's illegal. Sellers must disclose everything they know about their home. To not disclose is a major, major problem. It creates a liability for you as the seller. As agents, we're trained to disclose, disclose, disclose. Here in Texas, we have a document and only the seller can fill it out. It's called a SDN, Seller's Disclosure Notice, and it's very, very important. Have you had roof leaks? Disclose what and when. They're gonna get found out anyway. You better turn over the cards up front and disclose. Now, confidential things like a buyer's exact budget and what they can afford and their timeline, some of these are things that a real estate agent keeps concealed with their client to represent their client better. But the material facts of the home and whatnot are things sellers must disclose, huh? It's vital. I'll tell you what I do as an agent when I serve my sellers is I encourage them, and I often pay for it myself, to have a pre-inspection done. And then the inspection sits right there on the table. Anybody that comes in, there's the inspection. It was done last week. Maybe the seller wants to address some of the things, but even if they don't fix anything that's found, they're disclosing it all. So any buyer that makes an offer, they've had a chance to look at that document. So there's no surprises. And I have fewer deals that derail at any point, essentially none. And full disclosure is one of the keys to that. So the 5th myth, and the one that can cost you the most, there's this myth that the buyer somehow will get a better deal if they don't use an agent at all, or if they use the listing agent. Let me be clear. The listing agent has a fiducial duty to represent their client, the seller, not you. If it's new home construction, the new home construction company is not going to give you a discount, because then the house would be known to have sold at a certain price. That'll affect comps for future sales, their appraisals, and could hurt them in their ability to sell at the price they want next month, the next home. You're not going to get any better price. And not only that, for buyers here in Texas, generally, the buyer doesn't actually pay a separate cost for it. The costs for the buyer's agent are rolled in and they're paid for, and so you're not paying extra for the representation. You'd be silly not to use it. To have a buyer's agent representing you in all your duties and your responsibilities, that knows the contracts, can be a huge thing. This process of buying a home is complex, and we don't expect consumers to be up to date on it. We deal with it all the time. It's complex for us. You want to have an agent, your agent, working on your behalf. So whether it's new construction, I help clients all the time get the best out of new construction from the best builders, additional amenities and things. If it's resale, help them find the best neighborhoods, you name it. It pays to have a professional realtor as your agent. Not only will you not pay more, you'll get benefits that are just almost uncountable. And one of the first things I do with a client when they come to me is I match them up with quality lenders that I have, lenders that I've known that can deliver, so they determine exactly what their budget is, exactly what their constraints are, so that when we go looking for homes, we don't ever have a surprise, oh, perfect home, out of our budget. Call me, Kevin Williams. I'm the Texas Realtor in the Fedora. I serve the Woodlands and beyond. That's Montgomery County, north of Houston. We're in the forest out here. It is beautiful. We have new home construction from under $300,000 into the millions. We have Lake Conroe, we have Lake Living, we have active adult 55 plus communities. Whatever you're looking for, we got it out here. And I'd love to serve you if an opportunity comes up. Drop me a DM on this platform or hit my digits, 832-563-3741. Or stay tuned on this channel. I got more videos coming your way. But now you know the top 5 myths and what the truth is. Cheers.